Well. Yo, people, welcome back to the channel. Thanks for joining us in another one here on the Coach's Desk. We're here to give you a quick review on what transpired today. Just touch a little bit on that and also update you on what will be taking place in the semifinals and the finals that will be coming up because there are some exciting finals coming up in the 400 meters and we look forward to that. Also, the triple jump. We Before we get into that, please remember to like, share, and subscribe. I've seen the comments, people in the comment that you're asking me where am I, where are the lives. I mean, this world championship for me is different. um I'm actually, based on the time I have work. Somebody said I should have applied for my annual leave, but when you're in the line that I work, then it's gonna be difficult to get leave at that particular time. So, and that's why I try to do the lives in the evening, and we have other things doing. So I can't do it this year like oh I really wanted to do it. You understand? Japan messed me up. But anyways, we like how Jamaica deal with Japan. All right, so let's talk about some of the events that are coming up in tomorrow's session. We have the high jump qualification, and we have Lamar Distin in that one. So we look forward to see her competing in the high jump. The women's 800 meters, yes, we'll be entering that. We have entered that one, and we have the likes of Adele Tracy. She will be in Heat 2, and I hope she recovers and she'll be entering it and can give a better performance than in the 1500 meters. Kellyanne Beckford will also make her debut in the 800 meter coming from Heat 3. And the final heat will see Natoya Gould topping. She will be competing in that one. And the top three advance the same way the men would have advanced from top three. Now, the women's triple jump final, that one is promising to be a humdinger. That one is promising to be an exciting one. Yes, man, these ladies, they have come out and they are ready to put themselves, their bodies, their knees, their posterior chain, everything on the line to ensure that they get themselves and their country a medal. You have Perez Hernandez, the Cuban. She's a top quality a triple jumper. Shanika Ricketts. She has to find something big in this one from early if she really wants to get herself on the podium because one, Yulimar Rojas, the world record holder, she is back and she just came back and she did a one and go easy qualification, spearing herself, spearing her legs. You understand? Thea Lafon, she's also one to look out for, and definitely she's a top quality competitor. She's actually the Olympic champion. Povia from Cuba, she's another one that we have to look out for. And Jasmine Moore of the United States. Akila Smith is also there. Hey, this one is going to be epic. This triple jump is going to be epic. Epic. And we always put label on the events that it's very difficult to call. But I think the jumps, especially the long jump and the triple jump, can be very difficult to call. Because if an athlete finds one in their first jump, that is it. And an athlete like Furlani could find one is it in his final jump, and that's it. So this thing, the jumps, very, very unpredictable as well. Trust me. But we look forward to these competitions. Now, Bryan Level walked. I'm not going to say run. He walked at 200 meters and he pretty much has the entire internet in a frenzy. Every single person is calling Bryan Level's name. And persons are even changing their picks right now because for some reason they are believing that a Bryan Level can actually make it on the podium, and not only just make it on the podium, they believe that he can actually win because how he ran that race, it is like a reminiscent of what only the great man Usain Bolt would have done, shutting down and still running that fast. And if you're an avid track and field fan, you will know that the time is nothing in comparison to how he actually executed that race. It was expertly executed, and you have to give kudos to the athlete. You have to also give kudos to his team, led by Osborne, for an awesome job in preparation. Remember, this man did 19.6, and people think that it would have been a one-off, but how he's looking right now, he can really, really challenge for this title, the 200 meters title. I mean, some people might be sweating, some people might be fretting, but at the same time, he can get it and get it done. So let us look into that semifinal that is coming up. I think he has a stacked field, but let me walk you through what will be happening where this event is concerned. So on the screen right now, of course, we have been telling you once it's three semifinals, top two go through, and then the next best, because you have to have eight in the final, except for extenuating circumstances, right? So the first semifinal, you have Wade Van Niekerk, Aaron Brown, Charamba is a good one there from Zimbabwe, Kenny Bednarik, Oganda, that's Alexander Oganda, and Christopher Taylor. I think this one is a very, very difficult one for Christopher Taylor. He will have to go super in this one. He will have to put in a stupendous personal best if he wants to make it into the finals of this 200 meter. I love the progress of how Christopher Taylor is progressing at the moment. Yes, he's progressing nicely, and certainly I am looking forward to him getting at least a personal best coming out of this. I think Christopher Taylor, coming back from not having a lot of races, 2 years, 3 years almost, and the way that he's improving, running personal best. I remember at the national championship, he did a personal best, but it was still not good enough to get that qualifying standard. And now he's at is first championship running the 200 meters, not his first championship, but his first championship running the 200 meters, and he came out with a personal best in the first round. Let's see how better he can do in that one. In heat two, we have Jerome Blake, Ryan Zeze, Gout, Ajok, let's see the Tebogo, Courtney Lindsay, Brian Level. This one is a loaded semifinals. This one is a loaded semifinal. Courtney Lindsay, Brian Level, let's see Litiboho. Let's see Litiboho in his first round was actually toying with his competitors. Will he go back in this one toying, knowing who he's up against? I don't think so. Because let's see, Litibogo has a lot to prove in this event. He's the Olympic champion, and definitely persons are looking for him to win the gold medal. But he has another person to contend with, and not Noah Lyles, but Brian Level of Jamaica. That 19.84. Hmm. Interesting. 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 And you can see the power and the strength of a Brian Level. And he's also fast. So with that combination and how his coach prepares athlete, then certainly you're going to be looking at a very fast Brian Level. Will he exert a lot of energy in this round? Because he has to step it up in comparison to the first round, especially if he wants to get that automatic qualifying position, which is a top two. So definitely, I'm looking forward to see him, put in a good performance and get it done in this one. You know what I mean? So, people, what are your thoughts on this one? All right, so let's move into the next semifinals. We have the final one. We have Henrik Larsson, Andre DeGrasse, Adrian Carr, Odudu, Zarnell Hughes, Father Hype or Noah Lyles, Makarau, and Dambili. So this one is also another loaded one, but it is not as loaded as semifinal two. So let's see how Noah Lyles will do in this one. Zarnell Hughes as well. Adrian Carr, if he plays his cards right, then certainly he has to go a PB again, and he also have to think about a sub what you call it, sub 20, if he really wants to get into that finals. He really has to push. I mean, out of all the three eats, it looks as if Adrian Carr somehow would have gotten the easier one, but I mean, none of these semifinals are really easy because they are loaded. I mean, you have to go up against these fellows. If you want to be world best, you have to beat them. So let's see how they will progress in this one. So I'm telling you, people, this one is going to be very, very, very epic. Yeah, and the showdown in the finals. Mm, 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 mm. I'm looking to that. I don't know about you, but I am looking forward to that one. So we're gonna be changing lanes, not changing event, but changing lanes as we look to the ladies in the 200 meters semi-final. Heat one, we have Gabe, Amy Hunt, Anthony Strawn, Sherika Jackson, Brittany Brown. Oh my word, this is a loaded semi-final. Heat one, very loaded. And you know, this can be very tricky because if you're top two and you're third, you know what I mean, and even fourth, and you have to be sitting in that waiting room, waiting on the other two semifinals, hoping and praying that they'll be slower than you. So, I mean, to run the first round, always good to get it over with, but you have to find yourself in the top two if you don't want to sit in that waiting room, waiting and fretting. Sherika looks good in the first round. Let's see if she can turn up the ante and move into this set finals and try as best as possible to get herself a medal. I think Brittany Brown is gonna be a problem. Anthony Strawn, um, part of her training camp, but I think Sherika is ahead. Amy Hunt, Sherika would have dismissed her in that first semifinal, but I'm looking to Sherika versus Brittany Brown in this one. Can't afford to miss it, my people. Semifinal two, you have Ashanti Moore, Dina Asher Smith, Melissa Jefferson, Tori Lewis. Now, this one is another loaded one. And I'm telling you, this one is going to be epic as well. Ashanti Moore will have to run out of her shoes, out of that Adidas spikes if she wants to get in the final, because you have a Dina Asher Smith that can run very fast turn. Melissa Jefferson's very fast. Tori Lewis has a fast finish. So if Ashanti can stay close to Adina Asher Smith, then I think she can get into this final because she doesn't have to worry about Melissa Jefferson. Just try and stay close to Dina Asher Smith, and she has to finish strong because that young lady from Australia, Tori Lewis, will be finishing like a freight train. One thing I'm looking at is that Tori actually made her personal best in the first round. Does she have the legs? Does she has the know-how to get back and run fast again in this round, which is a hot semi-final round? It is yet to see, but I think that is how Ashanti will find herself into the finals of the women's 200 meters. The final heat, Thelma Davis, she didn't look bad in her first round. Anavia Battle, she's also a good one. Marie Jose Talou, Mackenzie Long looked good as well. Daryl Nita, this one is another loaded one. Listen, if you want to win, if you want to reach in the final, you have to meet up on the big guns them. And you have to play your cards right. You have to ensure you run a strategic race because midway that race or three-quarter that race at 150, you have to ensure that you can finish strong. You have to ensure that you can maintain that speed because it would be sad just to see people running past you in that event. But I'm telling you, 200 meter go nice. It got epic, people. The finals is going to be epic because a lot of people looking for that matchup between Sherika and Brittany Brown, as well as Melissa Jefferson on road to that 1-2 double. So everybody will be interested in seeing that. The men's 200 meters as well. Bryan Level has made up a lot of ground. He has sown the big thing, and people are looking to him. Then you have Father Hype, who believes that this is his event, and also the man, let's see, Tebogo, that really wants to rub out Father Hype. And then Kenny Bednarik want to rub out Father Hype again. But the difference is that both of them would have gone through the similar situation. Three rounds, 3 rounds of the 100 meters. So let's see how this one will go. I'm telling you, people, wherever you are, you can't afford to miss it. In the 800 meters, yeah, man, 800 meters, I am looking forward to that as well. This 800 meters is significant for us because to have our athletes, running that way they're running, two men a part of this thing, it's quite interesting. It would be very, 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 very nice to have at least one of them. I'd love two, but if we have at least one of them in the final, I'll be overjoyed. Yeah, right. So Tyrese Taylor is gonna be in semifinal one. Arab is there. English, Kebe, Kebeni, Sejati. This one is a good one. Good field that Tyrese has to go up against. Tyrese would have to produce something special and strategic if he wants to be in that final. And I don't put it past him because with that determination that he has and how he finishes strong, then the possibilities, the impossible can become possible. Um, we see where Navaski is in semifinal 3. Navaski, with his long loping strides, deceptive speed, if he plays his card right as well, because he has the man one uni, the world beater. He has Bryce Hoppel as well. This one is gonna be tough, but again, Navaski is fearless. Navaski is a man that I believe has strategies and he can actually make it into this one. So I'm looking forward to that one. Now we have the 400 meters final coming up. Yo, the 400 meters final coming up, people. Oh my word. Let's start with the men because they have somehow switched the women's 400 meters as the final event on the day. Yo, man, tell you no, this is going to be absolutely phenomenal. Yeah, it's gonna be. Are you ready? Are you ready? Ed Barnes' voice. This one is gonna be epic, my people. Yeah, man, very epic. And sorry to be giving you everything in one, but as me telling you how it go. All right, Jerry Richards, Jacko Patterson. I still think he can be the winner. Jerry is gonna have it hard in lane 2. Likewise, Jacko in lane 3, but I still believe he can win it. Epi, the man from Botswana. Then you have Busang, the other Botswana athlete. Rasheen McDonald in lane 6. Nene from South Africa in lane 7. Endori from Botswana in lane 8. And Nakajima from Japan in lane 9. This one is going to be epic. Listen, big boy, tell the people themselves he's gonna be on the podium. He want to be on the podium. I mean, now put it past big boy. But the fact of the matter is, for me, I think big boy would have already made history. He would have already shut down the critics. You see the man like Rob Smith. You see me? You see the man like Witter Fitness. You see Witter's World. You see the man like The Englishman, yeah, man. The Englishman, I telling you, man, them people there, yeah, man, they give big boy a hard time, man. But big boy would have already done the ultimate, you know. One pilot, you know. Yeah, man, a one pilot, man. So anything I we get from big boy, I will be overjoyed because to be in the final, I was very, very excited and pleased with his performance. I don't know, always a beat big boy. I mean a big boy defender, man. Yeah, man. Well, anyway, this is gonna be an epic 100 meter, 400 meter final. Um, I still have Jacko Patterson to medal. He looked out of sort, but me I tell you that you the Boo Sang, the Botswana, 43.61. He has to repeat that or lower, you see me, in order to get that gold medal. But you'll have Rasheen, Big Boy McDonald, aka One Pilot. See him? And then you have Nene Endori. This is gonna be a beautiful, beautiful 400 meters final. I can't wait to watch it. Yeah. And finally, can I say world record alert? Huh? Can I say world record alert, people? Yeah, man. Nikisha Price, lane 2. Henrietta Aga, lane 3. Roxanne Gomez, lane 4. Sydney McLaughlin Levroni, lane 5. Amber Annins, lane 6. Salwa Aid Nasir, lane 7. Natalia, lane 8. Marilady Paulino, lane 9. Oh my word. With that run from Sydney in the semifinals, easily 48-29, everybody is looking for her to actually win and get the world record now. Honestly, me never believe. I think Salwa and Paulino still in at the money, but with how Sydney run that 400 meters effortlessly in the first in the semi-final, people we are looking everybody at top about world record I know. Seeing no Coach Goldburn did have a conversation and the man has a long time a world record, because you can't leave your dinner over your yard and gone out the road, go and beg. And your dinner there yard, which is the 400-meter hurdles, which is a sure goal for her as well. So this is going to be very, very, very interesting. I am looking to this and to see if it's going to be a world record. World record watch, world record alert. Very interesting. But trust me, it's going to be epic. These events that are remaining at the championship. I'm looking forward to the 4x1, 4x4 coming up as well. You get me? But to top off the day tomorrow, which is um day what, 6? Very interesting. Very interesting. Good going from a Jamaican so far. Big up to Tajay Gale on that silver medal, and people in finals and such the like, semifinals. We still baton. See, so we now have 6 medals. 6 medals. Yeah. And it looked like we'll get more than what I had predicted. My worst case scenario. Good to go. You see me, I say? Anyways, all of the people who want to believe, wanna move and go. Rob Smith, move and go. Englishman, UK man, move and go. Witter's World, move and go. And if me not know your name, I never believe, move and go. People, big up on yourself, You don't know it go. Stay safe. Until next time. Peace.